Dear colleagues, as we come to the end of 2024, I want to reflect on our accomplishments and look ahead to the exciting opportunities in 2025. 2024 has been marked by significant progress in our digital transformation journey. We continued our important work on the United Nations ICT Strategy 2025-2030. In October, we demonstrated remarkable ability and agility, as well as resilience to respond to the floods in Valencia, which almost inundated our data center and showcased our ability to effectively manage unexpected challenge. On AI, for our organization to align AI strategies and identify opportunities and synergy for collaboration, OICT established a cross-functional working group on generative AI this year. The working group, representing nearly 40 entities across the UN Secretariat, endorsed 10 generative AI use cases so far, and I know there are many more out there. We engaged with the procurement divisions and enabled the procurement of AI Copilot productivity tool, as well as GitHub Copilot, and as well as all the Copilot licenses with the Microsoft Office, including Power Apps. In parallel, still on AI, we developed the governance required to deploying and using these tools. So the use of the tool at the prototype level needs to also prepare us to scale up those AI tools at enterprise level. In 2024, we also made significant improvements in our storage management. You all know the story of storage management and all the costs. We managed to control the SharePoint online usage and implemented Unite Archive to ensure that we balance on the cloud's cost storage versus the on-premise storage to make sure that we minimize those high costs and we leverage on the right storage for the right application and data. Still on the cloud, we set up the reporting and dashboards to better manage and utilize those costs in a way that it becomes transparent for everyone, what is coming, what we are spending, and make sure that we can leverage those. Not stopping there, we went further. We also added a new cloud services in addition to the two cloud services we have, one for Microsoft, the other one for Amazon Web Services. We added the Google Cloud Services to diversify the offering to make sure that we can leverage on this multi-cloud platform. From moving from the initial stage of cloud first, we now are adopting the cloud smart approach, which really combines this on-premise and public cloud to leverage the capability of Amazon Web Services, Microsoft, and Google. In 2025, to be precise, March 2025, we will enter a new contract with Microsoft. So we maintain our commitment to improve those costs, to manage those costs, and hopefully implement new procedures that will help us better manage our license utilization going forward. As we continue to strengthen our maturity and compliance, I am very happy of the work that everyone, both in the field and offices away from headquarters, every work that you're doing, in addition to the OICT team in headquarters, to improve the compliance in the submission of ICT budget proposal for the technical review of OICT. This initiative is responding to critical asks by the committees, the audit bodies that want to see the overall ICT expenditure looked as a whole. Therefore, enhancing this ICT budget review process is important. While we achieved somewhere around 67% on the regular budget and 100% on peacekeeping, in 2025, we want to achieve 100% compliance on budget submissions from everyone. So the honor is on us to work together to make sure that we look at ICT expenditure collectively. Let me now move to open source. On open source, first of all, kudos to everyone, all colleagues that are using open source. But most important, now we started to look at it not only from the secretariat level, but also at the interagency level to create a community of practice of United Nations. And OICT is a co-chair of that community to make significant strides in promoting collaboration around open source technology across the UN system. This community of open source launched an open source catalog, so open source software catalog, a common open source policy framework, as well as an open source code repository enabling greater resource sharing across the UN system. In addition, OICT, together with the Office of the Secretary General Envoy on Technology, hosted over 600 leaders from 40 countries on Open Source Office for Good, or OSPOS for Good, symposium that drive these high-level discussions on open source role in this framework of how it support, accelerate, enhance the sustainable achievement of sustainable development goals. On innovation, we have the Reboot the Earth initiative that hosted the global hackathons in 4 countries, in India, in Ethiopia, in Morocco, in US, and 1 virtual, to showcase innovative solutions and emphasize the power of collaboration and creativity. And we did that with the excellent partnership with the private sector as well as other UN agencies. On cybersecurity or ICT security, we sustained efforts and improved our overall ICT security resilience of the UN Secretariat against various and constantly emerging threats, increasingly leverage on advanced technology such as AI to try to penetrate and compromise our data and information asset. This evolving threat landscape requires a proactive approach on ICT security, including the implementation of a minimum baseline security measures, and we have to be way above that, which is the foundational level of protection that we need. This also within the UN system, we upgraded this year this minimum baseline for cybersecurity. And we reviewed this interagency work to make sure that all the UN agencies comply with that minimum cybersecurity baseline, along with the requirements such as recommendations to help organizations to measure and manage their security maturity and to enable continuous improvement. And thank you, all of you, that went ahead, finalized the certification, the tests, and the compliance, and ensure that you did not fall into any of the phishing attempts that are happening every day. On finances, YCT made significant efforts to address some of the legacy payments to vendors and service providers to align our finances with its operating model to make sure that we absorb or we do not, the impact of this rising cost and technology does not put us off balance. And progress, to that effect, progress has been made with the consolidation of data and analysis of total cost of services and projects to inform and update the ICT rate cards, as well as to align future funding methodology with the service delivery to global clients. And this year, we had the ICT Global Conference. Thank you all colleagues who attended and those who connected virtual to make this conference and the gallery walk a great success. We also took pride in celebrating our team's remarkable achievements. And the one that I want to mention, and I know there are many achievements that I will not have the opportunity and time to mention in this video. The telemedicine project is our testament to commitment to leverage technology for positive impact, which was honored with the prestigious 2023 Secretary General Award in the UN 2.0 Quintet of Change category. So kudos, congratulations to everyone. On interoperability, with pleasure, I see that we are now live with an enterprise application interface, so Azure API management platform that is live with a suite of new APIs from key applications such as FSS, DSS, INEED, Unite Identity, EFMS, Inspira, to name few. It will continue expanding in 2025 and beyond to align closely with the Secretary General Data Strategy by facilitating data exchange and functionality integration across UN applications, including the ones from partner and sister agencies. Also in 2024, we had our first low-code, no-code hackathon with over 120 participants across 11 duty stations. Showed our leadership in enabling the digital transformation of the UN by supporting departments and offices in building capacity and automating their local processes by leveraging electronic data exchanges using API as an enterprise management, interoperability management platform to accelerate those initiatives. Our dedication to fostering inclusivity and diversity in technology was highlighted throughout a Women in Tech campaign. So please Google #WomenInTech. And Women in Tech campaign received over 292 profiles from 60 UN entities and 47 duty stations. Kudos, congratulations to all colleagues who submit their profile. And you are the inspiration for others to do the same, for others to see the path, for others to see that we all can succeed in our professional career. The Women in Tech campaign showcased this exceptional talent and contribution of women in technology across the organization. And we actually introduced this also in the Digital Technology Network group that brings all the CIOs, CTOs of the UN together to take this initiative to the next level. Now let me look ahead in 2025. The ICT strategy will be our roadmap as we move forward. The strategy emphasizes 3 strategic outcomes. The first is serving United Nations entities to help them deliver their mandate. The second, enabling the digital transformation of the United Nations through innovation and partnership. And the third, safeguarding and securing the Secretariat information assets. I know we have been in this ICT strategy since last year, and we have a refined strategy, and member states are proposing to reset the time, so to have the new timeline for 5 years from next year. So therefore, the alignment of the outcomes these strategic outcomes, it's important as we move forward, because this also matches very well, one, with the Pact of the Future that was recently adopted and the Global Digital Compact. So we move these initiatives in tandem. These frameworks, both the Global Digital Compact and the Pact of the Future, calls for an inclusive, open, sustainable, fair, safe, and secure digital future for all. We embrace that vision, and we want internally the UN, through the ICT strategy, global strategy, to make sure that we are walking the talk. Therefore, our goals for the future are ambitious. We will collaborate with the entities to produce an annual progress report of all initiatives outlined in the ICT strategy implementation tracker. This tracker includes initiatives aligned with each one of these 3 strategic outcomes that I mentioned earlier, along with the associated performance indicators. There are a total of 189 initiatives aimed at increasing maturity level across these 5 key strategic technology areas that are within this strategy timeframe. This undertaking will require significant and very strong collaboration and coordination, will require sustainable and sustained engagement, will require collective commitment, and will require us to work together to achieve these desired outcomes. We will continue working with many colleagues as we look into scaling generative AI from pilot use cases to enterprise-grade generative AI solution. As we all use and start to use Microsoft Copilot, we will continue to expand the number of users, and we will also monitor the associated costs to make sure that productivity and personal productivity continues to increase. On the budget side, we want, as I said before, achieve that very high compliance. 100%, it's the target. On cybersecurity, we want at least above 95%. On the governance side, we will continue to build and strengthen governance both at central as well as at entity level to make sure that investments on IT are properly prioritized and we can justify how, for what are we using the taxpayers' money. These will ensure the alignment with the organization's priority, will promote responsible use, will also allow us to have appropriate resource allocation and ensure compliance with standards and policies to strengthen accountability and to strengthen oversight and really deliver and derive excellent and maximum value of all the investments we made in IT. We also, in 2025, will continue to improve on data and information management by implementing a comprehensive master data management approach to ensure data quality and streamline procedures, because for AI, we need our data to be in its best shape, because AI with wrong data, it will not yield the results that we want. It is not to deliver that great experience. So we want that experience to drive that transformative potential of AI and large language models to ensure that we use artificial intelligence and generative AI responsibly, ethically, but also bringing all these business values and business improvements that we want to see. On innovation, we will continue to promote secure and responsible innovation by integrating and evaluating emerging technologies with the emphasis on safe and ethical use of these frontier technologies, which includes artificial intelligence. On resilience, yes, we did very well with the Valencia flood, but we need to reinforce that security resilience and our overall posture of our infrastructure and systems, prioritizing improvements such as network segmentation, threat hunting solutions, centralized authentication, to name few. On cybersecurity, we want to continue to enhance that awareness and capacity by ensuring that everyone does the annual ICT security awareness training for all Secretariat personnel, and strengthening ICT security roles or cybersecurity roles within entities. And for AI and all the frontier technology, the cybersecurity is a key element. Still on data, implementing the data protection privacy to safeguard and ensure compliance is key. So we want to make sure that we comply with those regulations on privacy, but also we implement measures such as anonymization or encryptions to ensure that we are using and accessing and generating data in an ethical way, but also we are protecting the privacy of individuals, or especially the personal identifiable data that we store. Our journey towards a secure, efficient, and innovative technological environment that fully supports the organization's mandate requires every one of you. You, me, every one of us, requires a collective effort of every individual and every colleague and everyone in the Secretariat. So let's embrace the challenge and the opportunities ahead. Let's work together to harness this transformative power of technology. Let's work together for a better future for all. And I wish you and your loved ones a very, very happy and successful New Year. Thank you. Asante sana. Obrigado. Merci beaucoup. Muchas gracias. Happy New Year to all.